Hi, I'm back, your Lola Amalia, and I'm going to blog about women in the Old Testament since March is Women's Month. So, we are going to start with the story of Eve, the first woman na nandito sa ating daigdig, no? Nilikha ng Panginoon mula sa tagiliran ng lalaki na si Adam. So it all started with the creation of the earth. When God decided to create the earth, ang buwan, ang stars, ang ano ba yan? Ang araw, ang light, ang day, tapos yung darkness ay night, and then naglagay ng mga ng water, and then the sky. So everything, the creation was done by God. But kahit na marami na siyang na-create na ganyan, ay hindi siya kontento. Kaya kailangan somebody must have to ika nga uh, enjoy his creation. So, he created man. Ginawa niya ang isang lalaki. Pero, malungkot ang lalaki kahit na ang gaganda ng mga birds na nakikita niya at saka ang gaganda ng mga halaman, mga fruit-bearing trees, kung ano-ano na nandoon sa ginawa ng Panginoon na Garden of Eden. So dahil nakikita ng Diyos na malungkot ang lalaki na kanyang nilikha, ay ginawa, nung makatulog ito, ay kumuha siya ng bahagi sa tadyang ng lalaki at ito ay ginawa niya ang babae. So, nung magising, nang magising si Adam, ay dinala sa kanya ng Panginoon ang babae na kanyang nilikha. At natuwa si Adam. At ang sabi ni Adam ay ganito. Basahin ko kasi hindi ko memoryado. Ito ay nasa Genesis chapter 2 verse 23. Ang sabi ni Adam ay ganito, "At last, here is one of my own kind, bone taken from my bone, and flesh from my flesh. Woman is her name, because she was taken out of man." Okay, so may kasama na si Adam sa Garden of Paradise. So they live in the garden happily. But one day, dumating ang snake. The snake is the most cunning of all the creatures na ginawa, of all the animals created by God, no? Devil, ang snake na yan. And the snake asked the woman, sabi niya ganon, totoo ba na may pinagbawalan kayo ng Panginoon na huwag kumain ng prutas from any tree in the garden? Sabi naman ng babae, there was only one tree the fruit God prohibited us from eating. And that was the tree in the middle of the garden. Yun ang sagot ni Eve. Hindi pa pala Eve sila, wala pa silang pangalan, no? Ng sagot ng babae sa tricky na snake. So, ang ginawa ng snake, he tempted the woman to eat the fruit of the forbidden tree by telling her that God, the Lord, was lying to them, to the man and to the woman. And he further told the woman that the Lord did not like them to eat the fruit because once they had eaten the fruit, they would be like the Lord God who knows what is good and what is bad. Malalaman ninyo kung ano ang tama, kung ano ang masama, kung ano ang mabuti. So nakita ngayon ng babae na napakaganda ng tree na yon. The tree was so beautiful and she thought that its fruit would be very good. Siguro masarap yung prutas ng ano na ito, ng tree na ito kasi maganda siya. So, she thought that it would be wonderful if they would become wise. Pag naging matalino kami, mas mabuti yon. So, she was motivated by these thoughts, and she took some of the fruits and ate them. And then she went to her husband and offered her some of the fruits she had with her. And the husband was tempted also to eat the fruit. So, he also ate the fruit which the woman gave to him. And so after eating the fruit, they came into, after eating the fruit, understanding came to the two of them. They realized that they were naked. And so they got leaves and sewed the leaves to them to cover themselves. They started to become ashamed of their nakedness. And so the Lord God walked in the garden. He called out to the man. So the man hid himself and told God that he was hiding from him because he was naked. God realized that the man had eaten the forbidden fruit and asked him who gave him the forbidden fruit. The man replied that it was the woman he put in the garden to be his companion who gave him the forbidden fruit. And God asked the woman why she did that. And the woman told the Lord that it was the snake who tricked her into eating the fruit. The Lord got angry. The Lord God punished the snake by bearing a curse that from that time on, the snake would have to crawl on its belly, gagapang, and will eat dust as long as it lives. Kaya gumagapang ang ahas. And the Lord said, Genesis chapter 3, verses 14 and 15, sabi ni Joel, I will make you and the woman hate each other. Her offspring and yours will always be enemies. Her offspring will crush your head and you will bite their heel. Sabi ni Lord. Okay? Then the Lord God said to the woman, Genesis chapter 3, verse 16, I will increase your trouble in pregnancy, in your pain and giving birth. Kaya hirap manganak. In spite of this, you will still have desire for your husband, yet you will be subject to him. Papailalim ka sa kapangyarihan ng iyong asawa. The Lord God turned to the man and said, sabi niya, you listened to your wife and ate the fruit which I told you not to eat. Because of what you have done, the ground will be under a curse. You will have to work hard all your life to make it produce enough food for you. Kawawa naman ang lalaki. It will produce weeds and thorns, and you will have to eat wild plants. You will have to work hard and sweat to make the soil produce anything until you go back to the soil from which you were formed. From dust thou comest, to dust shall return it. You were made from the soil, and you will become soil again. Genesis chapter 3, verses 17 to 19. The man was named Adam, which means mankind. It's the meaning of Adam in Hebrew. The Lord God named his wife Eve, which means human beings. And the Lord God sent them out of the Garden of Eden, and they lived a mortal life. Man was made to cultivate the soil from which he was formed. He had intercourse with his wife. She became pregnant and gave birth to their first son, Cain, who became a farmer. She gave birth again to another son. They named him Abel. and he became a shepherd. But Cain got jealous of his brother Abel because the Lord was pleased with him. So he killed his younger brother, and God punished him by making him a homeless rather, a homeless wanderer on earth. When Adam was 130 years old, Eve gave birth to their third son, and they named him Seth. But Eve's suffering did not end with childbirth. What Cain did to Abel was a pain she carried with her all throughout her life. So, that's the story of the first woman ever created by God, and who ever lived and who lived on earth. Eve and her husband Adam, our original parents. And so, because they have original sin, we are also sinners. No? When we were born, meron na tayong original sin. So kaya, binibinyagan tayo para wash away ang original sin. So, that is Eve, our first story tonight. I know many of you knows ang istorya niya, pero also, maganda namang kahit papano'y ulit-ulitin natin. So, tomorrow, another woman from the Old Testament. Alam niyo, ang gaganda ng istorya ng mga babae sa Old Testament. Nung binabasa ko to, talagang I was so inspired by their stories. May masasamang babae, may mabubuting babae, may matatapang na babae, and so on and so forth. So, malalaman natin yan sa mga susunod kong vlog tungkol sa mga babae ng matandang tipan, Old Testament. So, this is your Lola Amalia saying good night. Bye-bye for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow again. I love you all. Bye-bye.